the last but not shortest. So, considering the amount of work you've put into this episode, for the most part probably not, I feel like I have to write one of my most extensive comments too. I really hope I'll manage. I think the end of this podcast is really sad, and I think you could have kept going with some new members easily, because the core of the podcast still seems to be fine with the continuation being about. I call him that because his attendance is the most, well, entirely consistent. I thought of something. Nobody will actually read this properly. I guess I'll actually put it in the comments and not into a paste bin. Already took a look at the stats. I'm missing from the list's exceptional section. And I've noticed I actually am the most frequent guest. Hey! I don't think I've actually ever skipped the router, but the anime corner I would love to have skipped. Squirt A, with A smaller than 0, of course. Well, I guess I can't say much to the anime corner either. I just know that they are usually stupid. Prove me wrong. I didn't actually know of Spammerson. I guess I'm following enough people not to notice it. I guess nobody can complain about Trim trying to raise more money. As GDQ, I actually occasionally watch. That's quite fun, true. But I remember talking about this in one of my other long comments too, so it must have been in a recent episode. So far so good. The comment is going well. Le Mans? Even I know that. Bad word, lol. Sport. Motorsport okay, but not usual sport bad. Lol, yeah, your student circle is apparently the only smart one. You need credits for the people in the background footage. Okay, what? You can take care of the spelling mistake count. No, I don't care about punctuation. Well, at this point in time, I could be the new member, but that comment is old anyways. But promotional video is what got me to the podcast at first, and I found him over one of JL's old streams. Who I found over Dockham, who I found over Mumbo, who I found over a German guy. So yeah, that's how I got here, and for the most part actually how I got into technical Minecraft. So for example, the TSs and channels. Anyways, this language is really easy. The super simple grammar is what matters. The rest you can just learn to do intuitively quickly. You don't conjugate by gender, what the fuck? And Spanish does for sure have genders for nouns. Yes, exactly what I've told you ages ago. Don't be so happy about me leaving Norwegian. Okay, there's still nobody getting Wild's maths. But if we did, it would be interesting. Yes, I could not ever forget the worst possible background footage. The thing with Reflex is that they aren't active enough to decide to shut down. I guess Wild's Iron Crafter isn't very useful, breaking chests isn't hard at all. Nice downloads without counting the droppers. The description of your system is probably more complicated than just adding a picture to the show notes. 30 minutes, 560 words, 2,885 characters. More than my longest comment ever in the first 30 minutes. It's going good. But you should have told people that you can use macros. Yes, he has. Stop cooperating with the people that hate me the most, enemy. I think at least. Yeah. What's been going on in my life? Podcast. They'd be 4 hours a day. No, in Germany you aren't actually ranked by a test, but you're just by general performance, and then you still only just get a suggestion. Well, in Germany there's also a statewide test in the 8th grade, but that's just for comparison purposes. Wrath. The bit is more than you need. So, Spock, I thought your trading all had always been pointless. Yeah, well, making those videos on micro is really hard. It's called a sexadisupal sporer, I think at least. We're still waiting for the IFFS 2. Also, what do you think? How long will finishing up your dungeon take? Well, I guess people were just as close when he released his Dragon XP farm. You could just keep going if you had made a stable loader route. Well, I guess this podcast was recorded before my updated farm. Well, mine was for SSP too. And I don't use macros, so I'm basically solving all your problems, surprisingly. 50 a second? Well, oh wow. That's 72k per hour. I didn't know that. Should build one, but I still want to load the end. Bug is a better feature. Wait. They will want us to update, but we won't. I think the moving of chests is really just making things too easy. And I do like the TNT quarries. You're also using them on Psycraft, so jukeboxes are expensive. Bad idea. Well, I'm in 1.7, so don't you complain, Micro. I don't like the update speed either. Wrapping up a version always takes time, and them actually implementing more stuff and spending less time on wrapping it up relatively to the amount of features is better IMO. Well, Elytras and Mending, which are both good, weren't in the first snapshots. Neither were translocators nor TNT dupes, which aren't really features. I'm actually noticing the amount of XDs here. The polar bears don't even give fish drops, they only give the too easy to get, salmon and default fish. I want a double chest of pufferfish and clownfish without 1k hours of AFK. I just noticed that the length is included in an Opera++, in which I am writing this comment in for once. And I was actually already worried this was supposed to be shorter than it was. We don't want a hard game. It makes the fun redstone parts harder, too. This isn't some kind of FPS, right? Scale is a stupid IMO too. It's just annoying and not at all fun. Playing peaceful. I remember those days, but I was always mining the bones and stuff, basically. The only reason why I stopped doing that. And I started in the 1.4.5 release even. 60 minutes, 1,106 words, 5,642 characters. Looting the dungeons for stuff is actually quite fun. It's a reason to fly around. Oh, that fact about the bomb blocks is really interesting. Well, the mobs don't spawn on the macro blocks anymore. Nobody wants easy farms here. This is technically Minecraft. We want fast ones. Little side facts. Fact. 44 XD so far. You can just get up with water for it, and that's really easy. And it works at almost full efficiency. It's fairly rare that the mob cap is reached. The idea of using macro blocks for the floor of the spider farm is good, I think. You always want to make this game more difficult in the usual game's way, but that's not what Minecraft is about for us, enemy, or is it still for you? Chorus fruits are hard to farm, but I like them also actually being fast to farm, to be honest. I don't think it was hard at all to find out how time chunks work. I think everybody is just too worried about new players being even more stupid than they are. Animals attracted by animals, that's the difference. And the farm is easy, so that's good. They'll actually never keep their pace up. No way. It's not K anymore, it was changed in 1.8 even. I'm still hoping for the entire technical Minecraft community to actually stop at some point when they do something new in a new version that's just too dumb on evil. I don't care about the slab argument, we don't need them for anything technical anyways. Snow layers vertically would in fact be quite interesting, but I'm not very hopeful. Though there's also a lot of sizes for sites already. Or that there is more charged creepers, which just makes charged creeper farming too easy. Packed ice idea is great, but too smart for Mojang. You could probably quite easily make a leaf farm similar to Mango's brown mushroom farm, for example, regularly? Twice. I guess Cave Game is an even worse name than Minecraft. Microsoft bought Apple? I would be curious what that would cost. 90 minutes, 1,487 words, 7,600 characters. I'm pretty sure at this point, this will be my longest ever comment. Previously it was only 7.9k. I've thought about a video reading this out, this very last comment, or something, so that it will be seen without a follow-up. I can't do anything while watching the podcast, I always have to write the comments. Punching Mambo, I would honestly love doing that. I've started when the zip card ended, and it made things interesting to be able to be a part of everything without being a YouTuber with at least like 1k subs. Game tick precise, even more precise. Technical LPs are really difficult. Only finished stuff is really interesting, and you need lots of time for it too. The kind of survival everyone loves. We used to have topics, out of which most were provided by me. I was kind of annoyed when Jack stopped playing technical Minecraft in the end. I could never go and rewatch all this. I feel lucky to have started in episode 1. I would love to learn more about the game, but there's just a finite amount in videos. I don't think there is a creative design is technical, but you don't have to call e.g. Gnambon technical. Also, command blocks are really hardly technical, really. It's a bit too easy. Then you could just also call learning all about PvP technical. I'm not sure, but it might get to 10k characters in this comment still. Remember Jeff's video about such a Minecraft hierarchy? It's quite good too. I disagree. You'll not be very knowledgeable after a short period, but after very, very long. Well, I guess I haven't been around for long enough to actually add to the discussion after the shutdown of the Zip crowd, because I was only in the technical Minecraft community for a short time before that. Yes, the TRQ was one of my main sources of technical Minecrafters to watch and general informative videos in the beginning. I would have never gotten into the community without it either, as I mentioned before, especially not without you inviting me to the podcast once. Well, I think I always skip the ends waffle, actually. The waffle factory. Yeah, you're always waffling on. Yeah, 37. My favorite number has another meaning. I think I've gotten a single reference in the titles. I don't even remember many though too, and I usually don't get references. The channel description hasn't been cleaned up yet. Around 20 minutes, 1,912 words, 9,848 characters. I'm sure I'll hit 10k characters at this point in time. The high length of the podcast definitely helped. I really like your fancy credits. How did you make those? Did you go through all the episodes? It doesn't say who was actually there in the descriptions. So yeah. This has been my last comment, and in fact my longest comment ever. I think it's a worthy length. Over 10k characters, over 2k words. I'll make a paste bin and video for this. Bye. JEW37.